Dear students, in this video, I will give you a short explanation on chapter 13, Why do we fall ill? The topic is why do we fall ill? Everyone can give different reasons why we fall ill. So when we compare our body, human body, with some other objects like say vehicle. Vehicle has many parts. It has engine, it has wheels, it has headlights, it has gears, so many parts. If any of those parts gets damaged, then it needs to repair. So it is necessary to go to the servicing center or the garages for repairing, replacing those damaged parts. Likewise, our body is also made up of many organs. Every organs play an important role inside our body. So organs like heart, it is used for circulation, pumping blood. Lungs is used for breathing. Kidney is used for filtering urine, and many organs which play important role inside our body. If any of those organs in our body in their functions gets damaged or malfunctioning of those organs may result in the formation of disease inside our body. So what does health mean? Health means this is a complete physical, mental and social well-being, not merely the absence or presence of disease in our body. Health of an individual or an organism can be determined by the environment or the community that we live. So let us try to find out, in order to maintain a good health, what are the factors that determining health? Factors determining health. Our health can be determined by two factors, and that is personal factors, and the another one is the community factors. So what are those personal factors? Personal factors means those are the factors, those are the conditions which can be controlled by an individual. It depends upon the individual. So let us see some example. First one, see exercise. It depends upon an individual. If we do proper exercise, we can maintain good health. If we do not do exercise, our health may result poor health. Poor health. So it depends upon the individual. Another example is see good hygiene. Good hygiene. Good hygiene means it is a set of practices. It also includes exercise. Good hygiene, it includes cleanliness. There are many factors including in this good hygiene. It also includes the nutritious food. So if an individual maintain proper exercise, maintain cleanliness, the environment that we live, if we maintain proper cleanliness, eating nutritious food, and then if we sleep at the right time, all those are good hygienes. So all those factors can be controlled by an individual. So those are the personal factors which is useful for determining the health of an individual. Now go to the community factors. So what are those community factors? Let us put an example. The accumulation of garbage in the street. Huge amount of garbage gets collected, gets accumulated in the street, which deteriorate the environment, and it may lead to the spreading of various diseases in the community. But it cannot be controlled by an individual effort. Of course, an individual can put a little effort on this, but it cannot control it. So in order to control this, it depends upon the society or the community that we live. If the community decided not to put the garbage in the street, then only we can control it. So those are the community factors. Community factors also includes sanitation, the proper sanitation, proper cleaning of drainage, proper sanitizing the public places in toilets, public toilets, all those includes under these community factors in order to maintain good health. Another community factor is the good economic condition of a nation. If the economic condition of a nation is good, then it can able to provide good jobs to its citizens. So when the citizens have a good job, then they can able to maintain good health. They can able to maintain better lifestyles, which helps in maintaining the health of an individual or an society or community. These community factors also includes harmony, the harmony of the environment where we live. You may live in peaceful environment, or say your family lives in peaceful environment, but if the environment, the surrounding that you live, if what some of your neighbor is always fighting, that is not a good harmony, that is not good health. So our health can be determined not only by the personal efforts, but the health of an individual, good health of an individual can be determined by the community or the environment that we live. So what does a disease mean? Disease means this is something that goes uncomfortable, discomfort, or say disease state of our body. So why our body feel discomfort, or why disease goes inside our body? Our body is made up of millions of cells. Cells they combined and form tissues. Tissues formed organs. Organ form organ system. And then organ system combined to form an individual. These steps are called level of organization. This level of organization, every level of organization is important inside our body. If any of those organizations, suppose if any of the organ inside our body is affected by external factors, by external agents, that means what are those external agents? Many of the diseases they are caused by microbes. Microbes are of various classes. Microbes, those includes disease causing microbes, includes viruses, bacteria, fungus, and then even the worms, nematodes, so many microbes which is responsible for causing disease inside our body. So when they enter inside our body, they attack some of one or more of our organs inside our body and gets affected. So those organs, when they get affected, it may result in the formation of disease inside our body. So depending upon the duration, it leads to the sickness inside our body. It results in formation of various symptoms inside our body, which makes us discomfort, which makes us fall sick, fall ill. So depending upon the duration of the sickness and depending upon the causes, infection or the causes of the disease can be classified into following types. The first one is acute and chronic disease. Acute and chronic disease. So what does acute disease? Acute disease means those are usually external. They are usually external. What does external means? That means those diseases are infectious disease which comes from the external environment, and they are usually infected our body by microbes. So disease like common cold, they are caused by virus. Disease like typhoid, cholera, they are all caused by bacteria. So those organisms, they comes from the external environment inside our body. But those acute disease, they can be cured easily. So acute disease means those disease which suffer for a short period of time and can be prevented if we take the proper treatment and proper medication at the right time. They can be prevented, they can be controlled. So acute disease means those diseases which are affected from the external agents and can suffer for a shorter period of time in which can be controlled or prevented. But chronic disease means they are usually internal, in which suffer for a longer period of time. Some of the diseases may be for lifetime also. So chronic disease, they are caused, affect inside our body, they affect our organs, and then suffer for a longer period of time. For example, disease like high blood pressure, diabetes, those are some disease or the infirmity which affects our body, results in the damaging of the whole body system, and suffer for longer period of time and may not recover also, and maybe lifetime also. So those diseases which suffer for a longer period of time, such diseases are called chronic disease. On the basis of infections or on the basis of causes of disease, the disease can be classified as infectious disease and non-infectious disease. So what are those infectious disease? Infectious disease, they are also external, which can be spread in the community from infected person to another healthy person. Disease like common cold, pneumonia, those are the infectious disease which can spread from infected person to another healthy person. That is called infectious, or we can also say they are communicable disease. And the next type of disease is the non-infectious disease. Those non-infectious disease, they are also related with chronic disease. They are also internal. They do not spread in the community by communication, but they can be transmitted by some other method, like high blood pressure. They are hereditary. They may be hereditary, transferred from parent to the offspring. Those diseases, they are called non-infectious disease. They do not infect. It cannot spread from infected person to the healthy person. They are non-infectious. Now, there are another topic which is called the peptic ulcer. For many years, people believe that peptic ulcer is a chronic disease, and this peptic ulcer is a acidity related disease which causes severe pain in the stomach, and people believe that it is due to lifestyle. This peptic ulcer occurs inside the body due to lifestyle. So see, stressful person may lead to the acid accumulation inside the stomach, leading to this peptic ulcer. Peptic ulcer is a severe pain. This is acidity related disease which results in the inflammation, severe pain in the stomach. And people believe that this is a chronic disease. But later on, an Australian scientist, Robin Warren, he started to study on this peptic ulcer. And he found some growth bacteria, growth-like bacteria. This bacteria is called Helicobacter pylori. This bacteria is responsible for forming this peptic ulcer. He discovered this bacteria from many machines, where he found that there is inflammation around the bacteria. Suppose this is the bacteria, there is inflammation around the bacteria. So if this bacteria is killed or removed, then it can cure this peptic ulcer. So peptic ulcer is no longer a chronic disease because it can be controlled by taking antibiotic. Antibiotic can work against the bacteria. So along with this, Robin Warren, Barry Marshall has fellow mates. They work together and discovered the medicine, the antibiotic for the curing this peptic ulcer. So for this discovery, both of them received Nobel Prize in 2005. Now the other topics, it will come up in the next video.